Times are tough.
Families are worried.
The future seems so uncertain.
But Nathan Fletcher, he helped us keep our health insurance if we're laid off.
Nathan helped make our family safer with Chelsea's Law.
And when Sacramento politicians tried to raise our taxes, Nathan fought back with tax relief to create jobs.
Nathan Fletcher listens.
He gets things done.
Nathan Fletcher's driven to make a difference for us.
Record deficits, trillion-dollar bailouts, government-run health care. That's how they run things in Washington. Here in North Dakota, we do things a little different. You don't spend more than you take in, and we believe medical decisions should be left between an individual and their doctor. I'm Rick Berg, and I approve this message because Washington can learn a lot about the way we do things in North Dakota.
To rein in government spending, we need to elect proven conservative leaders, leaders like Rex Rice. As a small business owner, Rex understands that when revenues are down, you spend less, not more. Rex Rice believes that it's wrong to burden our children and grandchildren with this debt. Simply wrong. Please join me in supporting conservative Rex Rice for Congress.
I'm Rex Rice. I'd be honored to have your vote, and I approve this message.
Had enough of Washington, D.C.? Then Scott Bruen.
Had enough of Nancy Pelosi? Then Scott Bruen.
Had enough record job losses? Then Scott Bruen.
Had enough of government bailouts and overspending? Then Scott Bruen.
Had enough of not being heard? Then Scott Bruen. Oregon's had enough. Scott Bruen for Congress.
I'm Scott Bruen. I'll stop the reckless spending, and I approve this message.
This is Ryan. Because of career politicians in Washington, he was born $39,000 in debt. I'm Todd Rokita, and I believe it's irresponsible to leave our children to pay the bill. Washington has to learn that you cannot tax, spend, or bail your way to economic prosperity. I'll stand up to the liberals, not just for Ryan, but for all of us.
Todd Rokita for Congress.
I'm Todd Rokita, and I'll fight for you in Congress, and I approve this message.
Conservative Republican Vaughn Ward.
Washington liberals are bankrupting our country. We need to send somebody back to Washington who will stand up to Barack Obama and Nancy Pelosi. We need to get back to our core values, strong families, strong national defense, and lower taxes. And that's what I'll do.
The right leadership for Idaho. Vaughn Ward for Congress.
Continues in Washington. I'm Vaughn Ward. I'm a pro-life Republican, and I approve this message.
I'm not a career politician. I'm not in politics to build a resume or to get an on-the-job promotion or even climb the political ladder.
Conservative Republican Wink Hartman.
We need leaders who have created jobs, met a payroll, and have survived on a budget.
For the right reasons, Wink Hartman for Congress.
I am Wink Hartman, and I approve this message.
As a small businessman, I know what it takes to create jobs. I've spent most of my life taking things that are broken and run down and making them useful again. Our economy is broken, and job-killing legislation like cap and trade are nothing more than an attack on West Virginia jobs. It's time for someone to stand up and say enough is enough.
Had enough? McKinley for Congress.
I'm David McKinley, and I approve of this message.
Paul Huber is not a career politician.
He's a businessman that created jobs.
Paul Huber is a common sense leader who's met a payroll and survived on a budget.
Paul Huber is a conservative that will stand up to Nancy Pelosi and her liberal allies in Congress.
Paul Huber has the skills and experience to get this economy moving again.
For Congress, Paul Huber. Jobs here, jobs now, jobs first.
I'm Paul Huber, a pro-life Republican, and I approve this message.
I'm the conservative, pro-life Republican doctor, Scott Desjarlais.
Dijon?
No, sir, Desjarlais, Scott Desjarlais.
Déjeuner sauce?
No, ma'am, Desjarlais, Scott Desjarlais, the doctor.
Deja vu?
Charles.
Desjarlais, Scott Desjarlais, the doctor, the one who's going to cut the spending and cut the debt and repeal Obamacare. Right?
Yes, ma'am. I'm Scott Desjarlais, the doctor.
Not the mustard.
And I approve this message.